Hello, my alchemy cupcakes, and welcome back to Atelier Sophie. We have a concert to go to today, so that's exactly what we're going to do. Hello! Wow, there's lots of guests here already. Hey. Ah, Oscar and Julio, are you here to listen to Monica sing? Yes, Oscar invited me. This is Monica's big debut. Of course we're here to listen. We saved a seat for you too. Why are you standing? Thanks! Thank you for waiting, everyone. We'll be starting the concert now. Today's singer, Miss Monica, will be entering the stage now. Please give her a round of applause. Monica! Is she alright? She looks really nervous. Monica, you can do it! There's not even that many people here. Well, that's disappointing. Monica's really good at singing. Yeah, she has a very beautiful voice. Yeah, I haven't heard her in a while, but she has a really good singing voice. The plants around here are also really happy. The power of her songs soothe them. The power of her songs, huh? Now that you mention it, it really feels that way. Just look, everyone is having a great time thanks to Monica's songs. You're right, Monica looks like she's having fun too. I want to just keep listening forever. Yeah, same here. She's really good at singing. I guess Monica's really good at singing, guys. Alright, well, yeah, that basically ends the concert. Let's do a quick play of the piano here. I can't wait until we get to the next set where she actually sounds a little bit better. Alright, let's check out the requests here.
Which request will you accept?
We actually have a... we could basically do all of these, are you kidding me? Ooh, Tess wants some cute accessories. We're gonna accept this.
Thanks.
And I want to turn in strange explosive water. We have a ton of this stuff. Let's do, I think we can do cooking practice as well. Let's just throw in whatever here. Some uni. Wow, that's a lot. Some ramble flower, whimsy strawberries. Don't worry, we're gonna be able to get more of this stuff, so don't really worry about it.
You've gone.
All right, we get 2 vouchers for that. That's not bad. Fertile shore syrup. You know what? It's fine. I know we don't have that much of the soil, but we should be okay. And like I said, we can go get more of this stuff, so I'm not too concerned.
You've gone.
Medical preparation. Ooh. I'm tempted to turn this in, but we won't have it. You know what? It's fine. I just said we could go get more stuff, and we're gonna have to do some gathering later anyway, so I don't know why I'm, like, all concerned.
You've gone.
Alright, whoo! We got 10 vouchers for that, guys. Tess is not here today. Oh, one other thing before we go. Let me check the rumors. Nothing that I want. Okay, so let's head out to see Corey. I want to collect some extra muffcot from her. I think we only need a couple right now. Let's see. Let's do 2. We're gonna be forgetting about those simple sweets from here on out. And I want to upgrade all of the armor one more time. Now we're not gonna get a lot from this, honestly.
You're sure, right?
But it's okay. Yeah, we've got the diminishing returns, unfortunately. That's just how this works.
You're sure, right?
No,
You're sure, right? You're sure,
yes,
right?
now I'm sure. So we've upgraded these.
You're sure, right?
4 times each. One more for Leon herself. I think it's all of these.
You're sure,
Yes.
right?
Perfect. With a little bit of extra stat boost just in case. Now let's head back home. We've got some other stuff we want to synthesize. And I want to start... we don't have any magic grass, do we? Well, that's okay. Let's synthesize up a... Let's just synthesize up an uni bag. That should be fine. Use junk items for this. I'm going to do one of these. That should be fine, and that's also fine. Now I want to use the expert cauldron, which has got the time limit. Now just start putting something down. So this is going to decrease, and we're gonna wait here for a minute. I do not want to actually finish this. So I'll see you in 48 seconds. Okay, so time is out, and here's what happens. Let's just fast forward this.
I failed.
We failed, and we get 4 failure ash from doing that. Now you get to take your traits if you want them, but we want to create 5 failure ashes in total. Now you can kind of create however you want to with this, using, you know, some cheap items, or if you've got like a whole bunch of something, you could very easily do that. I'm gonna make one more. I'm gonna use the ramel flower for this. Again, I'm just going to use the expert cauldron and wait another minute. Alright, and we failed again, which is what we wanted to do, and we got 5 more failure ash. You can kind of take whatever you want here. I'm gonna grab some good stuff. Let's take the... Sure, we'll take these. That will work. Now, failure ash you only get when you fail, so makes sense that you would want to do that. I want to create a junk hustle belt, speaking of failures. Really nothing interesting here, just we want to get it into our journal, and I don't really care if it's maxed out or anything, so I'm just gonna very quickly synthesize this up. I want to kind of make it nice, because at least then we could sell it later if we really want to.
Alright, I'll finish it now. Done! Now, is this okay? It's level up!
Okay, and we have reached today. I am going to skip ahead a little bit because we're actually a little behind schedule. We're ahead of schedule.
What's
our destination is actually going to be the Enlightened Mountain. We have some stuff we're gonna run across, apparently.
We found
10 coal, nice. Alright, so we're gonna go into the Enlightened Mountain.
I hope it was just a groundless fear. Hey, wait, Plachta! Why are you rushing so much? Can you explain it to me? Right. I need to tell you about this. You aren't the only one seeking the Cauldron of Knowledge. There have been some patiently waiting all this time for a chance to obtain the Cauldron. Wait, really? Yes. It's a device with such enormous power. It would only be natural for there to be many people seeking it. Well, now that you mention it, that makes sense. However, among them, there are 2 who especially mustn't be allowed to obtain it. Meklet and Atomina. They must not have the Cauldron.
Wait, those 2 little kids?
Wait, those 2? It's true that they mentioned the Cauldron of Knowledge before, but why not? Those 2 likely seek to use the Cauldron to return to their previous form. The form of an alchemist, from my time. What do you mean? 500 years ago, I fought a certain alchemist. His name at the time was Luard, the true form of Meklet and Atomina. During the battle 500 years ago, I fought Luard and emerged victorious. Then I split and sealed his soul away in 2 bodies, artificial life forms called Meklet and Atomina. You talked about artificial life forms before. They're the ones that are human, yet not human, right? Yes, they possess eternal life. As objects resembling humans. That's their true identity. So why do they want the Cauldron of Knowledge? Their bodies, created through alchemy, cannot use alchemy themselves. That's why it's impossible for them to use alchemy to return to their former self. However, tell me, what would happen if they had the Cauldron of Knowledge?
If the Cauldron of Knowledge lets anyone use alchemy, even they would be able to use it?
Exactly. Using the cauldron, they could return to their true form. That is their desire. Normally, since they cannot create the Key of Truth, coming here would be impossible for them.
Oh, I see. This is because I made the Key of Truth.
No, this isn't your fault. If only I had remembered this sooner.
Plachta?
If those two obtain the Cauldron of Knowledge, it would become a grave situation. We need to hurry.
Okay, well, we're gonna actually hurry on, and if you remember correctly, the last time we came here, this was closed off, and now it's all open. We're going to the Gates of Wisdom.
Hey, you're late.
Really late. We were waiting for so long. Meklet! Atamina!
Damn it! We didn't make it in time.
From that tone, it sounds like you finally remembered who we are.
And you had completely forgotten about us until now.
You expected this, so you put your soul in that book. But you forgot all the important details. How laughable. Although, it was a little beyond our predictions that you would forget about the Key of Truth, too.
I guess that's another thing to add to the list that we need to thank Sophie for. Not only did you bring back Plachta's memories, but you made the key for us too.
Yeah, it's all thanks to you, Sophie, that we were able to reach the Cauldron of Knowledge.
Sophie, you're a really nice person.
Oh, sorry
Yeah,
guys.
seriously, she went so far as to turn us into these... things.
We couldn't use alchemy, and we couldn't go back to normal. We couldn't even age and die. Living in these bodies for the last 500 years was torture.
But our pain finally ends today. That's because... our wish will finally be
Well, this is probably
fulfilled.
bad.
It has been quite some time since I met you in this form, Plachta.
Luard!
Your form has changed quite a bit since then. Now that I am my former self, it seems our positions have been reversed.
That doesn't matter. If it's been reversed, I just have to turn you back.
Your demeanor certainly hasn't changed. However, I could care less. I simply wish to pursue alchemy as I see fit. I know our reunion was short, but farewell.
Stop! Luard!
Oh, he's gone. Did he just sink into the ground?
Plachta!
Let's return to the Atelier, Sophie. I'll tell you everything there.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess I have to go back to the Atelier. But while we're here, let's actually do a little bit of gathering. That seems so weird to say. There's not a lot here, but we have been using up quite a bit of our gems and whatnot. So I just want to kind of gather a little bit. So we have some, and I'll meet you back at the Atelier as soon as we are done gathering here. It shouldn't take too long.
I'm going to tell you about the past, about myself, and Luard. Luard was an exceedingly skilled alchemist. He was also a fellow researcher of alchemy alongside me. He wasn't originally the way you just saw him. However, at one point, he began walking the wrong path. Luard was taken in by the power of alchemy. His research became more and more self-righteous and selfish. I tried to convince him to stop, but he wouldn't listen to me. In fact, he began to immerse himself in his alchemy research even further. If allowed to continue, his research could have affected the entire world. That's why I fought to stop him. I killed him with my own hands, and split his soul into 2 artificial life forms. However, there was one thing that concerned me: the Cauldron of Knowledge. Artificial life forms can't use alchemy, but the Cauldron is an exception. As long as the Cauldron existed, there was a possibility of Luard returning to his former self. That's why I sealed my own soul in that book. I could change hands between alchemists, gaining new knowledge to prepare for the future. However, over the long years, my memories were lost. And you know the rest of the story, Sophie.
Something like that happened?
Yes, allowing Luard to resurrect himself was my failure. If Luard is allowed to go free, he will likely resume his alchemy research. And if he continues, something terrible could happen once again. That must be prevented at all costs. In order to do that, we need to figure out where Luard fled to.
Where would he have gone?
I have no idea. Actually, I suppose it would be more correct to say that I can't remember. It's likely that I already know where he would have gone, but I can't remember where.
I see. Oh, maybe if we keep bringing back your memories like before, you'll remember where he would go?
Yes, that seems very possible. However, we don't have much time to go about it leisurely. I'll do what I can to investigate where Luard went. You continue improving your alchemy skills, Sophie. That will likely be the quickest way of finding where he went.
Okay, I understand. Leave that to me, Plachta.
Wow, so we have a lot of stuff going on here, and it's not all very good. But we have some other things that we're going to do. I'm gonna head to the cafe and start with piano playing, because that seems like the best thing to do right now that the end of the world is coming. You know, because that's how this works, right? Side quests? Whatever. Anyway, let's check out some requests. I don't know if they've refreshed at this point.
Which
No,
request?
they haven't. I don't think these have so, okay, we're good. So let's head back to the Atelier. I'm going to save here. We actually want to do a little bit of gathering. Let's do that. So we need to make, let me just talk about what we're going to be doing next time. We actually want to make 2, where are they? 2 crystal balls, but we do not have any crystal shards, so we need to go get those. And we're going to be making crystal shards because we want to start working on some of the other stuff we haven't made yet. The Mind's Eye monocle. Again, we're just going to be making a junk one of these, but we do have to get 2 crystal balls to do that. We also have, let's see, what else do we have left here that we haven't made? We got the Mind's Eye monocle. Looks like everything else for when it comes to these guys are done. We need to make like the hero's medicine. We haven't made the plain waffles yet. Looks like the mystery elixir. One of the reasons I haven't made this yet is because of our alchemy level. Looks like everything else there is pretty good. We haven't made the sealing book. We do have the pentagroon, but we're not going to be using that for this. The pentagroon is going to be a special item that we want to use. Let's see if I can find it and show this off. There's a couple items that, well, actually there's a lot of items that have special things that you can only get on them. Let's see here. Do I not have the pentagram? There it is. This one has a multi-bonus. So power increases by number of targets in effect area times 20%. So we're going to be making a breezy aroma using this. And we're also going to be using, there's a flower in here that I already saw. And there's gonna be another flower that we haven't quite unlocked. This right here. This one has Full of Life, which revive from KO and also removes 3 status ailments. Yeah, we really want that. And the last one we actually want is False Flower, but we don't have that unlocked yet because we actually haven't gathered any of the particular item that we want. And I think we're gonna want to go do that pretty soon, but there's a lot of other stuff that we also want to do in regards to like side quests and stuff. So we're not even close to done. Yeah, Luard is wandering around, but I guess we're just not going to go get him. I don't even see it in here. Did I miss it? You know what? It's fine. We're gonna go get it, and that'll be a little bit later, but we have a lot of other stuff to do, and the first thing we need to do is go and collect those crystal shards. So we're definitely gonna go do that, and next time we've got a whole bunch of other stuff to do, so I will see you guys then as we start to, well, I think Oscar's side quest is next. This is really the one we need to work on. As you can see, his friend level is at 85 and it's red. We can't continue with that until we complete more of his side quests. Kind of interesting, right? I never talked about that before. I'll see you guys next time.